All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Houston Texans. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Here we go. 120! 74, 74. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Staying on his feet, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. The sack by Jordan Willis. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Throwing now is Wentz. And he's going to go down again. Reuben Foster providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check Mike 33. Check over. Coming. Mike, check 33. 33. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it here with Logan. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. On the carry, it's Logan. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 21-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. That one will be incomplete. He caught it, but could not stay in bounds for the long connection.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
52's the mark, boy. 52. So don't say nothing.
So that'll back him up 5. Now they face a 3rd and 15 here following the delay of game. Now Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
55, right there in the middle, 55. I got him. Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the run.
2nd and 10 now, Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Get wide. Mike check 33. We ain't giving up nothing today. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Logan. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Haskins is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They run with Logan. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Smaller guy, turn to a little more power, they score.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down now. It's Gordon. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
You got it. You got it.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Eagles nothing.
Don't go. I hope you got your left because I'm about to take you to school.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
That's going to be a long day. Back. Check. Fresno.
On 3rd down, Haskins. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Haskins to throw it. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Play. Kill.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Here we go. 180. 54 Mike. I know he ain't got it.
On 2nd and 9. Wentz is going to fire one. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dante Pettis, 70 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. The tackle credited to Jamal Agnew.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Logan. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a give, right side. Logan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, it's Logan. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Let's go.
A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
At the 37-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Mike check 33. 60.
Back to the air. Haskins after the pick six. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Haskins looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try the left side. Logan. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And sneak attack. They're going to run for it. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
He's coming. Double up.
To throw, it's Wentz. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Haskins now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
From midfield now, Haskins finds his tight end Ingram. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Texans first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try the left side. It's Logan, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Haskins. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Calvin Ridley, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Texans have retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. Hits his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Wentz now on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the Texans' 27-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Wins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Switch.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Waiting. Check. Watch 54. Gotcha.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Next to score, Eagles 28, Texans 24. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Here we go. Mike check 33. 33.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Over the middle, complete. That's Logan. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman. That'll bring up 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Mike 51. Stop your whining.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
51 the mic. Hey,
Wentz now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down.
Check flag 33. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Watch the safety creep. Check safety, check safety. Wahoo.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now Gordon on first down. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
82.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Hey, Orbit.
You ain't doing nothing today.
46 down, man, 5-4.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Gordon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Gordon. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Go. 180.
Pick me up. Here we go.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to make it fourth down. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Here we go. 15 on it.
Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
33. Hey, check my 33. Check my
Haskins on third down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tre'Davious.
But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Mike, here we go. Pac-Man. You better break. You better.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. A gain of 3, second down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he gets into the end zone. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
The score, Eagles 34, Texans 31.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 21-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Gordon, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 26. 5 yards.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this? Rush in. Rush in. Rush Sunday. SOS.
They run it here with Gordon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
Check three, check three, check three.
On first down, Logan. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Pittsburgh.
Back to throw. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. He takes it across. What looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw is Wentz. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's back to throw, and they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team...
That under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it. And then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Houston, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Day. Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Dallas Cowboys. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set, ready. 6 yards.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch. 4 down.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They go with Chubb on second down. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Ready. 54. Mike's 54. Y'all not ready. Check 9. Check 56.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him a couple on the catch, it's 2nd and 8.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Set, hut. Get the flag.
Mike by 4. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
I'm set.
Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. 54 is Mike.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
I'm coming for you. You must.
Now back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
It's been a long day for you.
Slams, okay?
A give running right is Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Get that ball. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Ready? Hey, watch Sam. Watch Sam. Check Mike 54.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down.
Check, 59. Don't get nervous. Mike, check, 59. 1, 2,
They'll drop the throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here where we go. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A run for Nick Chubb. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Nick Chubb. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. Let's go, D. Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Anyway.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
And oh, it coughed it up. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Check. Tight dog. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
56.
2nd and 15. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Nothing to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A big play here for the Cowboys. 43 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
They'll set up the throw, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Second and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They're in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Coming to you, coming to you. Shift.
He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
I got you. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Man, I got you.
They're going to try and throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
On the ready. Check. Out. 3 down.
They run. Chubb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Chubb. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. McCaffrey trying to escape, but he cannot. They get him in the end zone, and that's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
All day, every day, any day.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
2nd and 3. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
You ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Back to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver, complete.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this 1st half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next